Hello and welcome to Bella Star Astrology. I'm your host, Stella, and this is your reading for Sun, Moon, Rising in Cancer. If you haven't already checked out the playlist for this month, please feel free to check out the link below where you can find your other big three, Sun, Moon, or Rising, as well as finding out how you can receive your own personal reading. In the link below, you can get more information about how you can get in contact with me in order to get your full astrology reading. And without further ado, let's hop into the Cancer August 2022 reading. And we start off the month with the wonderful Mercury entering Virgo. Now, Mercury is going to be in its own sign. This is a very strong position for Mercury. And as it'll be in its own sign, it'll be in the third house. And there'll be a lot of third house activation throughout this month, but this will be the first. And it's really going to be first Virgo in its first Mercury in its own sign of Virgo in the third house, which is originally the representation of Mercury, as that represents Gemini energy. But really, this is going to be such a great focal point for you, Cancers. You're going to be thinking clearly. You're going to be thinking wisely, looking at the world around you in a different way, maybe through a new perspective, through a new lens, as well as really deeply connecting and communicating effectively, more so than before. Sometimes you feel a little bit muddled just because, you want to be perfect in the way your language works. This is a great position for you to be able to do that. Now, in terms of the month as it moves forward, we have the wonderful sign of Aquarius being activated, so your eighth house, as there will be a full moon in Aquarius. And then opposite that, in the second house, Venus will be in Leo. Now, Venus in Leo in your second house, again, a wonderful time for you in terms of money, in terms of attracting money, in terms of attracting solutions to maybe money issues you've had in the past. And the full moon could mean a culmination for money problems you've had. So as money is coming in through Venus on one end, all of the problems or maybe issues that you've had with money might be leaving you as well. So whether it's in a boost of wealth in terms of a raise or in terms of finding new income, new ways for you to earn money, or even a new job, this is a great time to even ask for a raise if you would also like it as well. And just the fun aspect of playing with this as well as looking at it at your money in a new way. As Mercury is going to be in your third house as well, you're going to be thinking a lot of new thoughts, a lot of revolutionary thoughts. Maybe this will be a new way of thinking about your money that might come into fruition as well. Now, then we have Mars entering Gemini on August 20th. And this is like the house of war or sorry, the planet of war entering your 12th house of like the subconscious. There might be really it's all about new thought, new subconscious, renewal of your mind. And whether it has to do with money or whether it has to do with what you value, that might also be into play this month. But really, Mars entering Gemini, it's like just war against your personal beliefs that have held you back, that have held you firm or maybe been safe before and kept you maybe financially stable in this case of this month, or maybe they've kept you safe in terms of not being, in a moment of breaking down. But now Mars is entering there to ask you, like, what can you do to improve your mindset? What can you do to improve and empower yourself? What subconscious thoughts have been stopping you? It could also bring about maybe some, undercover feelings that you might not have really come to face with, and they might be contradictory to what your personal beliefs are, and might be a little bit of a crisis of faith, let's say, because really this 12th house activation, if it was like, our Geminis, it would be Uranus this month, but this month it's Mars for you. So it's really about this question of what your beliefs are and how they've been stopping you, and most importantly, how they're contradictory. There's an internal battle between how you want to believe, how you want to grow, how you want to do things versus what actually goes on. And as we move forward, then the sun, again, another activation in your third house, enters Virgo on August 22nd. That's again the same themes. All of these new thoughts, new feelings are going to start being highlighted. And hopefully they'll be to the better for you and you won't have, a breakdown or anything. So watch out for that. But definitely you can have a sort of, new growth in terms of how you think about your life and how you perceive others, how you perceive your fate, etc. And then we have Uranus going retrograde in Taurus. And of course, Taurus is in your 11th house. So, if we're thinking about how you are in terms of your friendships, how you are in terms of the connections that you've made, maybe even the dreams that you have. Are you truly living up to the dream that you are trying to create at this point, or are you being held back by said dreams, right? So Uranus might throw in a wrench, and like you might find a new social group that you want to be a part of, or you might leave a social group that you've been a part of for a long time, or there might be a new dynamic. Maybe there's a new leader within your sphere that you want to start following, etc. But yeah, definitely watch out for that Uranus unpredictable energy, as it's going to affect your house of friendships and long-term plans, goals, and dreams, right? Then Mercury enters Libra. It finally leaves your third house and enters your fourth house, which means you're going to get a little bit of a revamp in terms of your home life. So now that your values have been questioned with this full moon Venus opposition, now you get to answer to those values. How do they pertain to your home? How do they pertain to the foundation of your chart, the foundation of your life? What are you going to be doing as a person, whether you're a mother, whether you're a person who owns a home? How will you be revamping your family and home life so it's more in alignment with these new belief systems that you're trying to develop? And it'll be a fun exercise, unless, of course, you dread change, which is usually Cancer. So, embrace change this month, especially with Uranus going in your 11th house. It's unpredictable as to who's going to influence you in these new thought matters, right? And then finally, at the end of this month, because you haven't had enough things happen, new moon in Virgo on August 27th. That's another third house activation. This is going to be another way that you're going to be challenged in terms of how you think. And maybe this is the time where you actually sit down and all these values that you've developed this month, all the thoughts you've been working on, now you get to sit down and really decide, okay, what am I going to take from what I've learned moving forward, or from what I've experienced moving forward, and what are the new habits, new hobbies, new ideas that I want to bring to life? This could also be a new social circle that you're going to get to be a part of. So luckily, this will be a good energy for you to start something new in terms of your friendships, in terms of your connections with neighbors, and activities that you do socially as well. So good luck to all you Cancers in terms of this month, August 2022. And I want to thank you for watching this video, and please check out the playlist below so you can find out more information on your sun, moon, or rising, and of course the horoscopes for them. And again, if you would like your own horoscope read, if you'd like your own reading, please click on the link below so you can find out more about how I can help you personally get your own personal reading. So good luck in August, and please like and subscribe, Cancers. Good luck.